Hey everyone, it's the Sith Justice Warriors podcast
Hola.
coming to you with a variant today. And so we wanted to talk about the announcement from our major movie theater chains, AMC and now Regal, has banned Universal movies from their theaters after studio, according to this article, throws rocks at the theatrical window. And so I'm going to speed read through this here is that it started with AMC, who has announced that they were going to ban all Universal movies from being released and shown in AMC theaters because of the fact that in an announcement, Universal talked about how great the reception was for Trolls World Tour and how actually it sort of did better than expected because it actually, I think it did better than when the first one did in the movies. And so what they've actually said is due to the success of Trolls Universal Tour, World Tour, that they are going to continue that trend and release movies video on demand first. So it sounds like they wanted to really focus more on the smaller stuff, but the way it was written and the idea that Universal could start a trend for other movie production companies. AMC has put the line in the sand, said, no, we're banning all Universal movies, which would include movies like The Fast and Furious. And now Regal's Entertainment has now joined the fray and has said they will also ban Universal movies from being shown at their movie theaters. So, Lumpia, you're with me today. Tell
Yep.
me your thoughts.
I am so glad that you brought this up because, by no means am I giving any investment tips here. A long time ago, I made an investment choice to put some money into the AMC stock market, and this was prior to COVID. Unfortunately, the stock is now, luckily it was up today, but it's $5. And let's put it this way, I'm a little disappointed in the situation as a stockholder of AMC. But that's besides the point. My big issue is, and I think I've talked about this when we talk about Disney Plus and when we talk about Marvel movies and things like that, I have no problem with people, meaning movie companies and people, like I have no problem with giving the option to watch a movie in the comfort of your own home. I say that because there are times when it's tough to get out. There are times when it's more convenient to stay in at home. Like right now with COVID, it's going to be a really, really, really slow start to getting things back to quote unquote normal. So, I really believe, why are you making it worse for general public in the situation that it is? Give them the option to watch it from home if they can, because they have a lot of children at home who are bored to death. They're working from home. They can't get out. The only place you can go to is the grocery store and hopefully the liquor store if it's open for curbside pickup, and maybe a possible restaurant to get curbside pickup. There's really not many options. So why not give people who have the means to do it the ability to watch it in the comforts of their own home? I'm not surprised that Trolls World Tour did so well. It came at the right time and they did the right thing by launching it. Now, on the AMC end, as an investor of the company, yes, it makes me mad, but there's a balance to all of this. AMC really makes the profit. Let's be real. The ticket sales, yes, but I think the big margin is on the food. And they want you there because they want those incremental purchases. And I admit, some of the AMCs are good at it and some are just not. The experience is, I will give them this, that the experience is getting better, but it's not consistent everywhere. I also go to Regal as well, and they have a better consistency across their chains, but it's still, I'm paying $20 for a popcorn and a soda. I'm guilty of sneaking some stuff in like candy. I will not deny that. But that's where they make the margin, and that's where it all comes in, because every kid has to have their own soda. You can't not buy your child each a soda. They can't share. This isn't the way it works here. So, I get it from their perspective. They're upset because they're losing the margin on the ticket sales. They're losing all of that, and they're in a slump right now. So, of course, they're going to make bold statements like this. And it's like chicken. To be honest, it's like chicken to see who freaking moves first. Because in my opinion, they need both. They need both venues. There are still going to be people who are going to be hesitant to go to a movie theater unless they put in some things in place to what's the word, promote social distancing in the movies. Similar to the airlines, they have to have stricter cleaning policies. They have to have, people at a distance, so they can't sell as many seats as possible to fill up the capacity. They have to probably require people to wear masks the way JetBlue is. So, to be honest with you, there's going to be some changes, and it's not going to be banning a movie is probably the wrong thing to do at this time when you're trying to encourage people to come in. Allow them to make the choice. This is a free market. This is a free world. Allow them to make the choice. But in my opinion, most people will choose to go out to a movie because you know why? We've been stuck inside the home the last 2-3 months for some people. They will want to go out. They will want to be in a movie theater, provided there are some policies in place to keep people safe. So, bad move, AMC and Regal. I appreciate the joint effort in banning Universal, but they will lose out at the end. And as a stockholder of this stock, I am not happy with it. Anyway, that was my tyrant.
So I'm sorry, no one cares about your wallet, so you can sell your wallet. Well, probably somewhere down.
I get it. Like I said, I went on a financial tangent. I feel like Jim Cramer, but I'm serious. Like, give people the option. I say that as a stockholder. Give people the option because you know what? You'll see the returns. I want to get out and watch a movie because I have no other option at home.
I hear you. I think it's funny because they do this ban of Universal movies, and number one, if they play chicken with each other, it's like chicken with Fast and Furious. Is AMC really gonna ban the Fast and Furious?
You can't ban The Rock, and now John Cena's in it, and Jason Statham, and oh my God, he's back. What's his name? Han.
Yeah, Han's back. I mean, you're really gonna play that fire. You're gonna play with fire and actually.
Yeah, like Han is back. You're gonna totally lose out on that. Like freaking Han is back. Like you can't do that. You just can't. It's not a bad business choice.
They can, but I mean, it's at their own detriment. But that being said, I think it's actually been the prevailing issue with movie theaters. High cost of going there. It's $20 a ticket. So like if you look at this, for example, the article had if you bought a rental, if you rented Trolls, it only costed you $20. So $20 is one ticket.
Yep.
So if I had to have, parents, so that's 2 plus, let's say 2 children, that's 4. So that's $20 a ticket. Maybe there's a discount for the kid. Then you've got to get popcorn, and you got to get the soda.
And the snacks. Either pretzels or some Sour Patch Kids and chocolate, like icy. I mean,
mozzarella sticks.
Yeah, mozzarella sticks, chicken tenders, like you have, and every kid wants something different in a traditional family of 4. So I mean, like think about it, guys. Like that's why they're pissed. But go ahead.
No, and I'm looking through here. I mean, if like The Secret Life of Pets, what if there's a Secret Life of Pets 3? They're not going to drop that. That being said, I think it's the inevitable, which is movie theaters are probably going to be less big corporate thing, and they're more niche after what 5-10 years. The movie theaters themselves, even with the Star Wars movies, the what is it, the Marvel? Oh my god, I can't place it. What am I talking about? Marvel. But the MCU is another one where they've basically made the bulk of box office, and everything else just tanked, right?
Yep.
There's very little incentive for just people to go. Date nights that used to be, people going in the movie theater, I don't even think that's appealing to the younger audience. I think they're more into quote unquote Netflix and chill, and we all know what that means.
Exactly.
So it's I think the move they did is they're trying to show that they own the power, but with things like Vudu, or actually Universal has their own, I believe, right? They have their own platform to stream.
Yep.
They I think it said they get 80%. Yeah, here Universal gets to keep 80% of the revenue versus 50-50 with the theaters. It's math, right?
Mm-hmm. But like
So
as you can see, even the 50-50, like that's 30 more. If you think, like I said, the bulk of their revenue is coming from the food. That's
Minions.
really what it is.
Are they really going to ban Minions: The Rise of Gru?
Oh my god, they can't. That's one of the movies I'm looking forward to watch. Just give it to me. And you know what?
No Time to Die.
Oh my god,
Are they really going to do this?
All I'm saying is this: if they feel if universe like if they can just work out a pricing plan, to be honest with you, $19.99, they could have charged me $24.99, and I would have been perfectly fine with that because it's still less than a movie ticket. Charge $24.99 and do a 60-40 split. Honestly, it's worth it to me at this time because now I get it. Not many people out there like have the income. Totally understand. So that's why I said this is an option then for people who can when we get back to normal. But don't AMC and Regal, don't go and ban them. Like that is really to your detriment and to your shareholders. And I'm sorry, that's what you're there for, the shareholders. So I bring it back to business only because I'm a shareholder.
Yeah, we appreciate your disclosure, but no one cares. That being said, I think this was a good discussion. I think I think that Universal, unfortunately, or fortunately, is really the one in power. They have movies that are coming out that I think a lot of people are more interested in, and by AMC and Regal saying, "Hey, we're going to ban you," well, they'll just go video on demand, and honestly, it saved me money because if you all share the same account for 24 hours, you pay $20 for 24-hour rental. You could basically, share it amongst your family and then release it.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be that way. Like I said, whoever did the pricing, whoever calculated the pricing, like they should have they could have partnered a little better on that from my perspective. But I will say, I have a question for you, Fan. Like, you have a family. Like, is it taking the monetary thing aside, thinking about the time it takes to get your family to the theater, is it worth it sometimes to just watch it at home in the comfort of your own home? Taking aside the monetary aspect, like forget about like how much it costs to go to a theater. I'm just talking about convenience.
Oh, it's not convenient at all, to the point where I've actually thinking about what what it entails me to bring my family with a very young daughter. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been to a movie theater since Endgame, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what I was gonna say. Like the last movie, no, Star Wars.
Oh yeah. Oh god, I forgot about that. Thank
The
God.
last movie, and maybe you did on purpose. The last movie I dragged you to was Star Wars. And to be honest with you, I feel like that was like literally dragging you. So, like, and that was even hard to coordinate with you. So, I asked that question to for the response that exactly what I was expecting. It's not sometimes even about the money. It's about the convenience of it. Because if you are a typical family of 4, you have 2 kids, whether they're older or younger, it's really hard to round up everybody and go to the movie theater, deal with the parking situation, deal with the ticket situation if you don't have it on your app, deal with that. Like, it's work that you may not prefer to do, versus, in the comforts of your own home. And they could have figured out a pricing strategy for that, but they just didn't. So
No,
that's
no.
where, like I said, that is where I feel like they could have won so many people, because there really are, like I said, there really are people who will make it a point to go. And that's me. And many others, like, I want to get out of the house. I want to be in an air conditioned place. Yes, that's where I'm going to go. But, like I said, if you have a family and you need to make considerations, it might be just better to all get in your PJs and sit and pop your own popcorn and just watch it together. That's sometimes a good thing, you know? So,
Yeah, no. And with that said, I think we'll wrap it up here and watch the space as AMC and Regal fight a futile battle, in my opinion, over Universal and their direct access to the customer.
I'm going to literally, if they do that, I'm going to go buy the Fast and the Furious on demand probably 3 times just to prove a point. Because at the end of the day, that would be me going to see the movie in the theater 3 times anyway. So, it's like I said, it is a silly thing to do, especially this day and age.
Yes. And get with the times, AMC. I want you to deliver that mozzarella stick because I love those things. But oh well, they may be extinct. That being said, we're going to wrap it up there. So thank you for joining us and hope you continue to follow us at our Twitter handle at Just the Sith. Please engage with us there and also like, comment, and subscribe if you like the content and engage with us. We'd like to hear feedback, whether it's good or constructive. So we'll be on the lookout for new content as the news comes by. So talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.